It's Thursday here in Cypress, Texas. All right, I went through Second Corinthians chapter 8 today. So Paul, there was a church in Jerusalem that gave a lot, and so much that they're hurting. Okay, and then he's appealing to the church in Corinth to give to them, and he's talking to them about the church in Macedonia that also gave to them so much that you know, they gave till it hurt. Okay, and then he's talking about how so he's blending, and this happens a lot. Um, the wealth of Christ, because Christ was God's son of the King of Kings, right? And he gave up everything for us, right? And then he's also talking about Titus, who's his man on the inside for the church of Corinth, and what he's done, all right? And he's talking about this wealth, okay, and this wealth of spirituality is what he's talking about, all right? And that basically means understanding, all right? So here's where this is gone, okay? So it starts off, he's herding cats, okay, because there's Jewish Christians, and then there's pagan Christians, right? And they're all trying to intertwine their beliefs into Christianity, and he's trying to uphold the decision by the committee of elders in the Christian church that the Gentiles don't have to, know the 613 laws of Moses, and the prophets, right? They just have to have faith, and they're saved by grace because they have faith, right? They don't. It's like, oh wow, it's like hydrographic reconnaissance, all right, in the SEAL teams. That was the primary mission of the UDT back in World War II. And, but all SEALs have to do this in training. And I've actually done it in real life, actually, on the off the Panama Canal in the Gamboa Cove. It was flooded when they redirected the Chagres River to flood the Panama Canal, make it functional. There was all these trees. They were under the water, right under the surface. So we had to go down and breath hold dive and plant demolition and blow them all up. So now they can drive boats in there, right? But most of the time, that mission isn't part of what Navy SEALs do anymore, okay? And, hey, Ninja Doge, how you doing? All right, and got Ray, and all right. So we're going over 2 Corinthians chapter 8. This is where Paul's asking for money from the Corinthian church to help out the church in Israel and the church in Macedonia that already gave to the church in Israel, all right, so much that it hurt them, right? And then he's talking about the wealth not being money, but being spiritual understanding that they have. And he had to go through a lot to get to this point, right? In the beginning, reading, the letters to the Romans, the church in Rome, in the beginning, the first 7 letters in Corinth, right? Or the first, Corinthians, all those letters, and then now it's doing, halfway through the letters to the second Corinthians, right? They went from being just a hodgepodge group of Jewish Christians and pagan Christians, and they're all trying to interpret the council that said that the Gentiles didn't have to learn the 613 laws of Moses or the prophets, and then trying to keep them from contaminating the church with their previous beliefs. The Jews trying to make the Gentiles, Christians, be Jewish, and the pagans trying to insert pagan theology into Christianity, and so now they're helping each other out. They've networked financially to each other, and he's talking about wealth. He's interchanging financial wealth with spiritual wealth. That happens all the time. Okay, and being spiritually rich is having this understanding, right? And then and then he's talking about the same thing. If you have this knowledge, share it with others. But he's talking about currency, like it's money, all right? Like it's wealth, like gold and silver and shekels, because they didn't have dollars back then. All right. Oh my. All righty. Well, you all have a good day.